Welcome back to Meet the Faith. Before we get the ball rolling, with coaches Tony Dungy and Lovie Smith meeting in the Super Bowl, it's been a banner year in the NFL. But the harsh reality is that out of 32 NFL teams, only 6 have black coaches. At the college ranks, nearly half of all NCAA players are black, but the situation on the sidelines, well, it paints a different picture. Here's one of the few African-American sideline generals.
At the Kansas State University spring football game, all eyes are on head coach Ron Prince. In his second year with the Wildcats, Prince isn't fazed by the pressure of being just one of 6 black head coaches in NCAA Division I-A football.
If I would have ever thought that I would have been prohibited from becoming a head coach in this business, I would have gotten out long ago.
In his first season, Prince led KSU to its first winning record since 2003. He left fans, especially black ones, proud.
And there's not a lot of minorities here at Kansas State. It's always good to see people that are like you.
Get where you're going, get where you're going, let's go, let's go.
For many of his black players, Prince is the opposite of what they've experienced on the field.
Growing up playing football, like, all our coaches pretty much have been white. It seems like there's more black football players, but they're all getting coached by white people.
He kind of pushes the black players a little bit harder in the classrooms because, you know, he tells us all the time that he don't want us to fall into like the stereotype of just being a football player.
He's teaching lessons learned during his 13-year career that propelled him from a volunteer coach at a junior college to his current high-profile position.
Some of the people who really took an interest in me, they really just gave me the advice of, hey, remember that you're blazing a trail, but really excellence in your position and personal excellence is really all that ultimately matters.
With an uneven playing field, he wants his record to speak for itself and lead the way for other black coaches.
We're involved right now in the middle of a significant historical trend, and I think that you're going to see the numbers double in the next few years to come.
Quite a bold prediction. Ladies first, Roxanne. Is this flat-out discrimination, the idea that we don't have all these coaches that we should be having in this league?
College campuses across the country are snow white. You look at the student population, it's white. You look at the alumni, they're white. You look at the boosters, they're white. There's racism in society, and certainly the hiring practices, whether it's a head coach or your professor who has tenure, racism plays a part in that.
But, Bill, why aren't the players getting upset? Why don't we see players out front protesting, saying we should have more black coaches? What's going on with that?
See, the college is really like a plantation. That is really the ultimate plantation. What gets me is the parents. How could you send your kid to, let's say, Alabama, and Alabama has never had a black coach? They made it clear that we're not going to have a black coach, but yet the parents can't wait to send their kids to Alabama. So basically what people have been saying since integration, you know, because they've been saying, listen, we ain't got to worry because these people are brainwashed. We can tell them we're not going to promote your kid, and we're going to still, you're still going to send us our kids. So
from a player standpoint, you're going to go where you feel like, especially if you're a kid in high school who you think you have an opportunity to go to the next level and play at a big school, and maybe the opportunity to go pro.
Right.
College is just a pit stop. Right. So you're going to what the best situation is for you to make it to the next step. Now, at that point, when you're 18 years old, do you care if the coach is white or black? Probably not. You know that money is green once you get out of college.
Right. Let's look at the NFL. 6 players, 6 coaches, okay, in the NFL out of 32. I mean, why aren't the players? Why aren't you guys up protesting this? Why aren't you saying we need more black head coaches? Where's the voice? Are they being cowardly?
You may not want to hear why it doesn't happen, but I will tell you why it doesn't happen. Because the game is much bigger than the athlete. Now, we can band together, but I think one of the problems is it would be very hard for you to get the guys to band together.
Yeah, coward is a good word.
It would be very hard.
Coward? I mean, but here's the thing.
No, I'm not saying anybody's a coward. I think that people calculate the risk of getting involved with something like that, and by calculating that risk and being that guy who would step out and trying to pull the other guys in with you, it'd be a very hard thing to do, because the first thing guys are going to look at is what they put in to get to this point, and then you're sacrificing all of that, and you're looking at the outcome, and you're not sure what the outcome could even be, because it is very difficult. It'd be hard for me to band together with the top players on my team and go in there and say, we need a new refrigerator in the training room.
Why do you need anybody, Mike? You're a big, strong man with a powerful voice. One person might make a change.
Still ahead, baseball has always seemed to me, even as a kid, not to be our game.
Well, baseball was our game before. Baseball was our game
Our
in the
game
19th
when I was
century.
alive.
Right.
When I was alive. You're talking back to my grandfather when he was running around the sandlot.